So, this episode, maybe this video, is going to be a little different. This is the first. This is the first video that I will be making after last Wednesday and the horrific assassination of Charlie Kirk. I don't really know what I'm going to say, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. But you've seen videos, if you follow the channel, if you follow my stuff, that videos have been coming out. Those were pre-scheduled, already uploaded, and ready to come out. So it wasn't really addressed in any of those. It pains me to think that the day of and the day after, I had videos where I open it up as I always do with my hope everything is warm and well in your world. Things are pretty cool here, because they most certainly were not for those 2 days. It broke me. It absolutely broke my heart. It broke my heart. I followed Charlie. I'm going to let you in on something right now, and I no longer care. I have been concerned throughout the last, year and a half, almost 2 years of making videos for this channel. I've I've wanted my channel to stay relatively politics free. I know I have occasionally mentioned something here and there on a video, maybe alluded to this or that, or maybe come straight out and said a couple of things, and that's fine. But by and large, I want people to be able to watch my videos and not have to think about that. But I think we're past that point now. I think we're past that point. So I'm going to go ahead and say I am a straight, white, Christian male. Conservative, straight, white, Christian, conservative male. I don't know which one of those you want to put in first. Well, it doesn't matter. Your brain naturally categorizes things in a certain process, and that's just the way we do it. What is it? Size, weight, color. Your brain naturally does that. And so I don't say straight as if that's the most important thing, and as who I am. Christian would most certainly be the most important one of those aspects of who I am. But at any rate, that's what I am. A straight, white, Christian, conservative male. But although I did follow Charlie, there were things about his policies, no, I don't want to say policy, because he wasn't a politician. He wasn't a goddamn politician. He had no power. He couldn't make laws. But of his beliefs, there were things about his beliefs, some of which I was not. He was. I never saw Charlie Kirk as weak by any means or standards at all. But he was he was he was gentle. He was gentle. He was accepting. You know, there are a lot of people in the Republican Party, the conservative party, that are not on board with accepting homosexuals into the party. And Charlie was willing to do that. Charlie was willing to accept them. That's what's so ironic, is that while he may have openly been against the trans and gay lifestyle, he was not against the people that were gay and trans. He just thinks that, like I do, like many people on the conservative side, the cure or the regimen or whatever that we give to trans people is not fixing them, because that's not what's wrong with them. And until we acknowledge what is actually wrong with them, they are never going to get the help that they need. And the help that they need is not playing into their condition. For some reason, at some point in time, the medical industry decided that for this particular mental condition, the only way to treat it is to go along with it. That you will not see that for anything else. You will not see any other mental condition where they say where that is the way it is. If somebody is psychotic and thinks they're Napoleon Bonaparte, you're not going to have any other medical professional say that we should give him a period correct costume and we should all start calling him emperor. You will not see that. But for some reason, with trans, with people who want to cut parts of their body off because they don't find that it fits them, because they feel uncomfortable, the treatment is to say, well, okay, then let's cut that off. Instead of, we need to check your brain, we need to check your medications, we need to do some, we need to study, we need to fucking really get to the heart of what is your actual problem so that we can treat it. No. Today's modern science says, well, in order to treat that, well, we got some scalpels right over here. We got some Novocaine. We'll numb up your dick. We'll cut that fucker off. We'll get you out of here with a scooped out hole and call it a vagina, a gaping wound that you're going to have for the rest of your fucking life, that you have to take medication to resist the urge of your body naturally to heal a wound. That is the treatment for the mental condition of trans. Body dysmorphia is what it is called. That is what is wrong with them. They have body dysmorphia. If a man goes in, there was just recently a case of last week that happened not a day or two before, I think, Charlie Kirk, that a doctor had been involved in a scam, and he cut his own fucking leg off because he suffered from body dysmorphia. And that's not right. You can't go, a man cannot go into a hospital and say, I want to cut my right leg off. They will say, we are not going to do that, but here is a psychologist that we can send you to. Here's a psychiatrist. We can get you on the proper medication. But if that same man walks into that goddamn hospital and says, I want to cut my dick off and be a woman, they will take him upstairs immediately and start fucking talking about his treatment plan. Immediately. And these things that I'm saying right now are only, that's all that Charlie Kirk was saying. Things of this nature. Truths about that movement. and what you are actually doing to your body. He never said he wanted fucking trans people to die. That's the last thing Charlie Kirk ever fucking wanted, was trans people to die. He wanted you to get the help that you actually need, that will actually make you fucking better. That's it. That's it. He wanted you to see and understand that what the media was telling you, what these progressive fucking nutbag, quote unquote, elite experts were telling you, was a fucking lie. And it was nothing but an experiment that they are performing on you, and a way to keep you paying the pharmaceutical companies thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a year for the rest of your fucking life. That's what it was that he was saying. But the media painted every word he said as fascist. They selectively fucking picked his quotes and cut them apart. Or even, it doesn't even matter. They know that none of those fucking people are going to read the article. They're going to read the fucking headline. Rolling Stones, Politico, Axios, all of those motherfucking places. All of those motherfucking places know you are, the people who fucking subscribe to them are not going to read the article. They're going to read the fucking headline. So they make it as inflammatory as they fucking can. As they fucking can. To rile up people, to confuse people, and to make people angry at their political fucking opponents. That's what they do. And they killed Charlie fucking Kirk. The most gentle of all the people, all the fucking figureheads of the conservative movement right now in America. They killed the most gentle. You could make arguments for nearly every other one that we have. Alex Jones, Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, fucking Matt Walsh. The list goes on and on of people who were far, far more anti-fucking trans than goddamn Charlie Kirk. Excuse me. Fucking excuse me. Do not goddamn Charlie Kirk. God bless and save and hold him in your arms, Charlie Kirk. So many others. Matt Walsh actually has pushed through, has gotten actual laws passed in Tennessee against trans people. That's what pisses my side off so much about this. We're sad, we're hurt, but it's been a few days, and that sadness is starting to wane, and the rage is starting to replace it. But any of those other people you could have made a case for. Charlie Kirk was gentle and he was kind. He never wanted to hurt anyone. He wanted people to have good, strong, productive, happy, balanced lives. He wanted people to know the glory of God and Jesus Christ, his Savior. And they shot him in the throat to silence him. Now you're going to see, and everybody knew this was going to happen. This is not, I mean, this is the playbook. This is the playbook. You're going to see all these left-wing people trying to point the finger at something else other than the fact that they go on the news 24 hours a day for the last 10 years, calling conservatives the most horrible and monstrous names that you can fucking call another human being. They attribute so much to us. All the wrongs, all the bad, all the evil of the world, they attribute to us. And they have done it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for the last 10 years. They have demonized us. They have dehumanized us. They have openly mocked us as they fucking beat us into the ground and call us the violent ones. That is what they have done. They have created a culture where it is now acceptable to kill people who just believe different than you, or that vote different than you, or that just won't get on their fucking knees and bow to your ideology. Well, those people have to be killed. That is what the left wing and the media have fomented in this fucking country. And they don't understand what they've done. Because they killed the most gentle, the most beautiful soul of all of us on this side. That's the way we see it. That's the way my party sees this. You killed our beautiful, perfect little brother, who we adored. That's what you've done. You have now, this is what you've done. All of the people that used to be left wing, not far left, but left wing, have now moved past the middle. All the people that were in the middle are now on the right. All the people who were on the right are now far right. And all the people who were far right are now ready to go to goddamn war. This is what you have done. You have hurt us. There is no doubt. So dance and be joyous at your little fucking victory. Oh, we made them cry. Oh, look, they're all so sad. Oh, my goodness, they're all so sad. You have your little fucking victory of this moment. But know this. We will destroy you and your entire movement. We will beat it to the ground, and we will drive every one of you back into the closets that you fucking came from. That is what you have done. That is now what is going to happen. Because we see a problem that must be fixed. And we will no longer listen to your side's bullshit. We will no longer pay attention to your tears and your anguish and your sorrow. That time is over. That time is done. And you did it yourselves. You insisted that this be the way it was, because you had to have that Hitler. You had to have that Stalin. You had to have that super big bad guy that you could point at and blame all your troubles on. You had to fucking have it. Well, congratulations. You've turned us into it. Now you will reap what you sow. Now you will see the difference in what we were and what you forced us to become. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. Because what happens when a group of people that you say, just by them existing and believing that the way they do is a threat to your life, just doing nothing, making no effort or exertion at all, but simply by the fact that they are born and think differently than you, is a threat to your life. Okay, what happens when that group of people actively start working against you? When they no longer just believe a different way than you, but now they feel that they have to actively work against you. And you know, it's kind of funny, going back to that, them trying their best to point the finger at something else. You would think, as proud as they are, as celebratory as they are, that Charlie Kirk has been assassinated, you would think that they would be open and welcome to accept the fact that the killer was on their side. Almost makes you think they know they fucked up. Doesn't it? So I don't know. I don't know. I know that we lost a great man. I know that two beautiful children lost a loving, caring, doting father. I know that a lovely young woman lost the love of her life. A family has been destroyed. And there are millions and millions and millions of broken hearts out there that want it to end. There is a saying, you may know, some people may know, demons run when a good man goes to war. Well, to all you trans out there, you just enlisted millions and millions and millions of good men to go to war. Congratulations, and may God have mercy on your soul, because we probably won't.